mad with myself now. I should have kept the blooming bag, shouldn't I?
So, Sue, Natalie's a married lady now. It's all done. Happy? Come on then, let's wander over. I thought if I go and I fall on a grey, that's not going to look good, is it? Get the church. Beautiful.
Lovely sound. Oh, you can hear all the sound, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, well, if we go down, we'll go down together. There we are. It's a beautiful bride.
As long as it keeps dry, right? That's right.
I know, that's it. Right, Sue, are you meant to be in?
Yeah, I'm supposed to, but I don't want to do it until she gets all the stuff on.
We'll go and stand in and I'll get some film. Well, we've done the photographs, Mummy's got some, okay? You'll look nice and clean for the photos, haven't you?
Pardon?
When you've had your photographs taken, then I'll get some food for you. But you need to be nice and clean for the photographs, okay? Go and stand in then, there's a good boy.
I know, that's what I keep doing.
Okay, they're coming, they're coming.
It's a bit treacherous today because it's if you do go, Auntie Anna, I shall have it on film. Gonna get something out of it.
You can all bunch in a bit, please. That'd be great.
So guys, what did you think of that then? Hey? Was that nice in the church? Did you enjoy it? So Ethan, what did you think of the service?
Good.
Did you get emotional and cry? I hope you sang very loud for Shine Jesus Shine. Did you?
Yeah.
I did. I was like, come on, I can't hear you. Well, the rain has stopped and we've got a bit of blue sky, so it's all good. Thank heavens.
And coldness.
Just taking all the photographs of family, friends and all of that.
These are just the friends.
Yeah, these are all friends now.
That was good.
You did well, you did your jobs really well, didn't you? You still got some more jobs to do later though, your job is not done yet.
Disgusting. Can I have one, Luca?
Go on to your brother Luca, there's a good boy.
He's looking in my mouth. Hi, Mommy. And we're at Natalie's wedding. And she's already got married. Mommy gave it to me.
And it is...
It
You're too close.
It is mine.
It's Saturday the 4th of October 2014.
I don't think you might want to not go that way because they're great. Mom! So we're just taking our pictures now.
Any of those sort of people?
Oh, Luke.
That's you. Oh, guys, Page boys, that's you. Forgot there. Yeah. Oh, you've got to go in, haven't you?
Can you be filming?
I think so.
You might be able to do some at
I
the
like to keep the
hotel.
camera.
At the hotel, maybe. I'm going to get some photos of the dress smart, like some close-up bits of the detail and stuff later.
Beautiful, yeah.
Oh, come on, that's nice. That'll be nice.
Come on, I want to get a close-up of you on the floor with your legs open.
I'm filming this.
Okay, what you do, arm creep, very slightly up, it'll twinkle down and it'll look very good.
My mum's just like, panicking now.
There's no wait, one moment.
There's always one.
Yeah.
You were the second monitor. Okay. Are we all ready? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, up!
Awesome.
Come on, Luca.
Go on, Luca, throw it. You've done it. Come get some more. Come. Go on, that's it. It's all gone. Go on, go throw some more. No, I haven't got any more sugar. That's it. It's all gone.
There we are.
Right, now I want you to sit like that. That's it, 1 minute.
Shall I relieve you of that?
Lean in close together.
Bridesmaids getting in as well.
Nathan, how you doing, mate? All right? That's fine.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Happy?
Yeah. Just it's a shame my dress is so dirty.
It's fine. We don't get the pictures at the bottom. Don't worry. It's fine.
You're mine, not. You only live once.
Look at me. Go out, tell Lois. You've got a massive.
Natalie said we're not allowed to sing though.
What do you can? No, we're going to sort something out. No, we haven't got this.
There's all the ladies in the car.
If you want to do something, did you want to put no pressure on you?
Right, no swearing, please. You're on film now.
Who? With your wife?
Oh, right. Is that how you want it?
The same, the other way around. If you come down and stand your wife.
No problem.
What's going to happen is they're going to go and announce dinner or breakfast will be served. Everyone's going to come out this way,
Okay.
and then they're going to make their way past you. All you've got to do, greet them, kiss, shake hands. By the end of the day, your jaw's going to be killing you. You're going to be
Thank you.
I'm surprised it's not all ready.
It's because I'm genuinely happy.
Okay, that means I wasn't then.
Look at that, David Bailey.
Take up, Dad, take them off. Take them off.
Did you get a ranking?
I hope some of these come out really well after all.
Do I look a bit too much?
No, you look lovely, Sue. Get in line. Get in line.
Oh, it looks better than
You may announce.
Mark? With or without? With or without? Oh, I'll tell him.
You are going to wait to receive myself and Mark at the end, aren't you? Don't go in and then we're like.
Ladies and gentlemen, have your attention, please.
You're going to be trouble, aren't you?
The wedding breakfast is about to But before then, Mr. and Mrs. Carr would like to greet
That sounds so weird.
It does sound so weird. And Mrs.
Oh
Carr,
my Lord.
and Mrs. Van.
and then make your way to the downstairs.
Are we ready?
Oh, look at it. The eager one's first.
You're killing me. I wish I bought facts now.
Were you sitting?
Just take them off later, you'll be fine.
The good thing is my dress is too long.
Oh, hold on.
She's going to come bring them back later.
I didn't get this. Hold on.
Let me sit. Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm looking on, yeah. Because I think...
I've got an argument here. Do you want to see the cutest first?
Oh, and it's Phil. Hey! I'm not being the way.
Three gorgeous bright children. Hello. So glad you came. So glad you came. Sorry.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for
Thank you for coming.
Lovely, nice to meet you. Wonderful. Oh, hello.
Sorry, I've got some really funny hands.
So glad you came. It's nice to have a day off for a change. Thank you.
Nice to meet
What couldn't wait to meet you, darling? You're bloody happy.
Come on.
Congratulations, sir.
I'll give me a ring. I'm just so glad
I'm not going to kiss you. Sure.
There's witnesses. I'm going to close. You're the one with the money.
I think so. Welcome to the
Just We've got a lot to learn. Let's go help me, Mark.
And you said them like,
I'm not going to ask.
Go on, give him a kiss. Awesome. No, go on, carry on, it's fine. You've got to be part of the day.
I That's an awkward moment. I'm the glamorous one. You can have a kiss. Is he coming out? It's like a bit bitchy. Well, I say they are, aren't they? No, not me, I like them.
Yeah, why? I can hear. If you can pick up their voices, it's quite good. Graham, do you have to take the limelight all the time? It's not all about you,
Oh,
you know.
sorry, darling. Sorry.
It's all about you.
All right, darling. All right. Come on.
Go on, you carry on.
Another woman. Yours is still peaking.
It's not bad, the boys are right in there. Go, just go. You're part of the day as well, don't forget. Duck Uncle Graham, duck Uncle Graham.
What's happening?
Greetings all.
Thank you for coming, my dear. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Michael, I give mate.
Oh, whose bag's that? Nice to see you. Thank you. Everyone did look.
That's why it seems to be
Who's the colour this year?
Hold on, you have to receive myself and Mark yet. Get back.
Can I do it?
No, because you've got to receive
Oh,
us.
sorry.
I'm not being left out.
Okay. There's so many people on now. There's two. There's two.
Who invited these two? Oh, congratulations.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you, big gift.
Thank you for inviting
They've got a bad
us.
reputation, these two have.
Congratulations.
The envelopes.
I don't know what's going.
Okay, let's call him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you should have done that, Mark. Oh, look at the kissing.
Super. Thank you very much indeed. That's super. Great. Yes, sugar.
I got in my Lego pack, I got this and I
Panning.
No, but you're meant to be. That might pull up. Isn't it going to be in the way there?
How's that?
Oh, it's on record. I'll be calling out. Yeah, but look, their chairs. Would it not be better placed here? I've got to film it. Oh no, you're filming it.
Can I please ask you to all stand to greet your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Carr.
Oh, any sweet?
Now the flight's ready.
When we sit down, are we going to be in the morning?
I'm going to put the club on next time.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So you're royalty, Lisa, just put it in the okay? We're going to get past.
That's your favourite. Keep your finger on that. You have to keep your finger on that. But you haven't wound it on. You've got to wind it on. What the heck
It's a new job, isn't it? Oh, he was. Oh, that's
I'm going to stand eventually on this. Set up just so.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Normally, we would go straight in, we'd serve you food, and you'd sit there and you'd eat happily. Our bride and groom, though, have some treats in store for you this afternoon.
Yeah,
The first one being their wedding raffle. So, without further ado, can I introduce you to Mrs. Carr?
Okay, so a bit unorthodox, but you'll notice on your tables you each have a little slip of paper. Looks a little bit like what my mother has. And on that slip, it's an answer to one of my questions. The questions are about you, it's about me and Alex, but it doesn't matter, you don't have to know the answer because it should hopefully not be too difficult. So we've got a few prizes on our prize table. Ooh! That's better. So you can help yourself to a chocolate if your answer matches our questions. So I will go down on the table. I will say, Liz, would you like to pick one? What's your question?
Where was the first place Natalie and Alex went on holiday abroad together?
Want to say they're on here now?
No.
Okay. So where was the first place me and Alex went on holiday abroad together?
Real.
Dudley.
You have to have the answer. I've got answers on the card.
You got match attack instead.
It was a bit better than
I've got more around.
I got a tie-dye.
yeah, that's it. That's the one. Uncle Maggie's one. The answer.
Was it real? Oh, that's a fix.
That's a
Fix.
Mum, what's your question?
Definitely a fit.
Oh, I think so as well.
Okay, so Mum's question. Where are we going on our honeymoon?
Real.
It's got to be one of the answers.
It's got to be real. Real's got to come up eventually.
Sorry, what's that? Okay, so Sam picked. What did you think?
Thank you, Russell.
The Avengers, Spider-Man and X-Men are all characters in
Bob.
Alex's favourite
Bob.
types of comics.
Bob, you're up.
What is the comic called?
Oh yeah.
Summer holiday.
Is it Marvel Comics? Yes.
Turkish and I've
Beer.
Okay,
Dad? You want to read?
Oh.
Okay, for all of us Egyptian people, what does Anabahebic mean in Arabic?
I know.
Yeah, but you don't have the answer.
I love you. Lego.
Oh, that is a fix.
Not because he doesn't read. He knows all the stuff. I know, I hear it said a lot, I didn't know what it meant.
It's random, isn't it? You do look random.
Does sound like a fix.
But there will be more game pages and there are always more chances to win.
Keep it in the family. Keep it in the family.
Can you imagine with
First of all, I'd like to apologise to Alex's family. I haven't done a speech. I've just made a few
A mile long. You can't read me.
Big letters. I'm alright.
Enjoy your glasses.
Before I start, can Graham and Pauline please put their hearing aids on? I'm not going to repeat anything after this. And I thank you all for coming here today to celebrate Alex and Natalie's special day, wedding day. First of all, Natalie first met Alex 3 years ago. We was in Australia, I mean Sue was, and she moved him in. Two shocks to us when Alex moved in, obviously, and she had her first tattoo. And, we know who to blame, don't we, Alex? Anyway, cut the long story short, Alex, we know. We know that. Hurry up.
Oh God, we've got to.
Oh, cute. Where's the beer?
After Alex moved in, Sue gave him the usual 50 questions, and we know, Alex, that you'll look after Natalie, because if you don't, she'll come round and sort you out. So, it's a short speech because I know the best man's got like 7 pages. And Sue's got like 4 pages. Anyway, so could you all up standing please for a toast to Natalie and Alex.
Natalie and Alex.
Natalie and Alex.
We'll sit down.
That's the end of my little speech. Well done, mate. Thank you.
Must have been a big fun.
First of all, I'd say a big thank you to you, Mick, for your kind words.
Oh, right.
How did you know that?
I was expecting a few more for that 50 quid I gave you.
You've got change, you've got change.
I've been looking forward to saying this for a long time now. It gives me a huge pleasure and pride to say on behalf of my wife and I, we would like to thank you for all coming and sharing our special day with us. Some of you have travelled a long way, Devon,
Worcester. Worcester.
And we appreciate that you've come all this way to celebrate with us. Thank you for the cards and gifts. We can't wait to open them. I mean Natalie opened them and she'll let me watch.
Sorry?
That's in the church, so we shared, but not. So we really hope you had a good day, as much as we did, and it was special to us. So, when I first sat down to write my speech, I thought I should probably think of some jokes. But then I realised that Natalie said I was crap at jokes, so I've kind of kept it a bit light, but I've chucked a few in, so if one does come along, kind of work with me. Like I say, I've put a few in, so let's see how we go.
Man City 1-0 up.
Okay, so I'd like to say on behalf of me and Natalie, our first thanks come to Mick and Sue. Cannot describe how grateful we are for you two. There is no doubt me and Natalie would not be in the fortunate position we are today without your help. They're a true inspiration to us both, and they've been there every step of the way for us.
Here.
Traditionally, I'm supposed to thank you at this point to say for welcoming you into your family. However, I think this seems a bit strange today, because 2 years ago now, I think there enough that you welcomed me into your home, and you made me feel part of your family pretty much straight away.
Oh,
Mind you, initially I didn't think it would work because the gingerness and the I'll give it a bash. I know the colour what bit away. That's enough. Thank you for that. I'm not quite sure that. My page 3, so looking ahead to that's the brush. Page 3's on there. Okay. We'll sack him, mate. We'll kick him, mate. There we go. It's still you two. In Mick and Sue, I've gained the perfect in-law. I always cringe when I hear a mother-in-law joke. Because of my own experience, this has been far from the stereotype. No, I didn't start doing it. Yes, you couldn't tell me to write. That's okay.
That's good. That's one.
I'd like to thank you both for allowing me to marry your beautiful daughter, Natalie, that's your name. I love her with all my heart, and I will do everything I can to make her happy, and I won't let you down. So, just a break from tradition, I'd like to all raise your glasses just for Mick and Sue at this point. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we're double doing the bridesmaid, but I'll do it as well. That's what the internet told me to do. I'm sure it'd be how beautiful the bridesmaid looks today. That's from me, not the internet. Thank you all what you've done for me and Natalie, especially today and leading up today. Special thanks for Roxanne. She's done a beautiful job with the cake. I especially look forward to eating it later. Ushers, I'd like to thank Mike, Mark.
Thank you.
Done a good job today,
Oh,
keeping the riff-raff out, but unfortunately, a couple of them got back here. I'd like to say I was particularly impressed with how the way you managed to search all the handbags without anybody noticing, but top marks. So,
Yeah, I was looking for a ping pong.
so a big thanks to the ushers and the bridesmaids. That must mean it's your turn now.
I was a bit scary.
So, to my
Sorry.
Natalie, I have to say you look absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, everything today. I want everybody to know how lucky I am. I want everyone to know how lucky I feel to be here right now. Natalie's beautiful, intelligent, funny, caring. The list is endless, but I can't read your handwriting. Yeah, all of those. But seriously, I love you in so many ways, and for so many reasons. Because you know me and you understand me. I know nobody else. Believe in me and care about my feelings, because you make me smile so often, because you have a way of bringing out the very best in me, but mostly because you're my very best friend.
Oh, Wally.
My soulmate, and I love with all my heart.
Here, here.
Thank you for marrying me. I know I'm a pain in the arse. And I know I have a lot of socks to iron and pants to iron. So thank you for making me the happiest man alive, and for loving me as much as I love you. I know this is the start of many, many happy years together. So I wish for everybody to please be upstanding to give a toast to my wife, my bride, my absolute world. Okay? All that remains is for me to thank my best man Phil. He's been a superb best man, but I might cross that out after the speech. The ASCO, never mind. I'd just like to thank you for all the support and advice he has leading up to the day, especially how to write a speech. I need to give a special thanks for the fact that he had enough petrol in his car. Because usually we have to ask for the cyclist to push. So, I've been putting this off all day. So it's the moment where I have to regret to announce that it's time for the best man's speech. Thank you very much.
Hello. Once again, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this special day for the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Carr. Here sounds like a suitable place to insert a car joke, but I'm not going to sink that low. Nah, that'd be far too easy, a bit like the groom. In all seriousness, it is great of you to join us today. It was only this morning, after I catched Alex running away, that he said today is going to be a special day, and it wouldn't be the same without all your friends and family here, albeit a hell of a lot cheaper. Now, if anyone is feeling a little bit nervous, apprehensive or queasy about what is to come, you're either myself or you've just realised you've married Alex. We've all had a wonderful day so far. Thankfully the weather improved after this morning. Everyone's turned up, said the right words and have been well and truly fed, so thank you to the people here. We just had 2 fantastic speeches, which shouldn't be a surprise, as I wrote one of them. So with everything that's going so well, I guess it's left to me to lower the tone. For those of you who haven't worked it out yet, I am indeed Alex's best man. Yes, Alex, that's right, I'm your best man. Even this early on in married life, it's a subtle message to show that you come second. Interpret that as you will. Now it seems a best man's speech should be just like the groom in bed. However, I've already finished and it wouldn't have been that entertaining. As the best man, you get some behind the scenes information and a bit of the planning. At one point we thought with one of the couple it would have been the world's first Facebook wedding, until we realised Alex can't use it. Weddings are a stressful time. There's so much happens. You've got all the makeup, all the hair, it's completely crazy. At least it was for Alex this morning. I'm not sure about Natalie. My first tick off on the speech is to pay special attention to the bridesmaids. It wasn't until today that I got to have the pleasure of meeting these women. So knowing this, I did ask the groom for some nice things to say. And his response was a nice comforting, "Good luck." It's right to say though, you've done an outstanding job throughout the day and leading up to today with helping Natalie. You look fantastic and it's great for all of us. However, I know Alex is a little disappointed as he did purchase the latest Photoshop. Why he thought he needed it for you, I've no idea. You can pick that up with him later. But for the rest of us...
Don't worry about it, Steve, don't worry.
For the rest of us, we'd all like to raise your glasses to the bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. They're going to compete with after this.
Gorgeous bridesmaids.
What's the way to say? Obviously, it's not just the bridesmaids who took part in today. We'd also like to thank Helen for her beautiful voice, 3 patrons and 2 ushers. Now we come to the 2 most important people, the bride and groom.
Right.
Natalie, you've done a superb job of putting today together, and it can't go without saying just how beautiful you look. Alex, please take note of these phrases. A little something I forgot in my wedding was to mention that to my wife. Something she hasn't let me forget. Even Alex is looking good today. That's no surprise though, he's looking like me. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to take a very, very brief moment away from the celebrations. As delighted as we are for you to be here today, there are some that couldn't make it. Most notably is Alex's granddad, Ron, and Alex's dad, Michael Carr, who I know would be extremely, extremely proud, if not a little surprised at what Alex has managed to achieve today. So, if we could raise our glasses to absent friends. Now, I guess we should talk about the groom for a bit. All help and advice suggests that you should start. All help and advice says that you should start with something witty, something a bit interesting. So, we'll just skip that bit. I've known Alex for just under 2 years when he joined the company we both work for. I say work, we occupy a desk and get paid at the end of the month. Call it what you will. Those very early weeks, Alex kept himself to himself, was very, very quiet. The good old days. As I've only had the pleasure of knowing Alex, it would be a relief to Natalie to know that there are no skeletons that would appear. You can relax, there are no stories of me and Alex growing up. There are no memories of me and Alex on the town pulling all the women. Then again, I think the only time Alex pulled something was when he was in the Navy. But we don't talk about that. So let's look at Alex. And where better to start than his name, Alex. Several famous people with the name Alex. Great. Alexander Alex Ferguson. One for you there, Mick.
Thank you.
The origin is Greek and is a very strong and powerful meaning. It's man's defender, man's warrior. It is perhaps for this reason that Alex, on more than one occasion, has to try to change his name.
Oh God, let's not.
As a toddler, Alex was very, very obsessed with trains and informed everyone that he had no name. He was in fact a number. This was slightly concerning to the nursery staff, who clearly hadn't picked up Alex's interests, and a couple of days later, when he announced that he slept in a tunnel, they were very, very worried. Thankfully, his childish imagination was stopped by the parents, as the staff were very close to calling Childline. Another attempt at changing his name was a little bit more official. This time, he actually filled out the paperwork for Deepole. I'm sure many of you know Alex does have a massive, massive fan of her TV series. Now, I don't know about yourself, for me, and I don't know about yourselves, but when I like a TV series, I tend to watch it. Not Alex. Alex was so obsessed with CSI Miami that he had the paperwork all filled out to change it to the leading character, Horatio. Clearly the name of a great warrior wasn't good enough. Instead he had to go for one of Britain's leading naval officers. Talking of the Navy, fair play to Alex. In all seriousness, I mentioned earlier, he somehow passed the test and signed up. And on a personal note, there is a great amount of respect for anyone and admiration who does that. Unfortunately, like on so many occasions with Alex, it didn't last long. The rumours are that he found it too tight below and wasn't a fan of all the seamen. We now come to Alex's later life, and this is where I can step in. Over the last couple of years, we've shared many interesting moments together, but I am aware the time is ticking on. Until recently, when I moved, I spent many hours in the car. I do miss those times, and we have many stories. However, we're both recently married, and we want to keep it that way, so I'm not going to repeat any of them now. One thing that I don't miss was the slightly animated conversations between Alex and Natalie over the phone. Now, it wasn't the content that bothered me. It wasn't the fact that I became a taxi driver. It was more the reaction I was getting from other drivers and pedestrians. You see, I used to have a KA. It's not the most manly car in the world. But when you stick two men in it, and one of them shouting, "Lover, lover, lover," every 3 seconds, I missed that. Indeed. Now, in the lead up to the wedding, I had the pleasure of meeting Natalie's family. We went to Redditch's finest Chinese buffet. Seriously, you would not believe how much they went on about this place. Natalie loves it, he keeps saying. To be honest, I was a little surprised that Redditch still had a buffet, knowing how much Alex eats, but there you go.
Not wrong.
Have you seen the plates he had last night? Anyway, after enjoying a wonderful evening together, I realised why Natalie enjoyed it so much. It turns out it's the only time she gets to finish first. Now, thinking of Mick and Sue today, it must be a truly, truly special day. Your daughter has fled the nest. It must bring back so many memories, all those family holidays, your little girl growing up into the wonderful woman today. So I completely understand why you're a little bit depressed that after 25 years, she's still going to be going to bed with a dummy. Right, well, I think you've all heard far too much from me. And all jokes aside, I know these two do make a genuinely fantastic couple. They've had their ups and downs, that's not a pun. They have had their ups and downs, but like most couples, you've got through them, and it's always worked out. These two are a truly amazing couple. Natalie, I know it's you that has made Alex the man he is today. I know you will be there for each other through thick and thin, through good and bad, and through rich and poor. I will not give you any luck, because you clearly do not need it. But I will wish you all the happiness and all the happiness in the world for a long and fulfilling life together. So, if you'd like to raise your glasses to the bride and groom.
The bride and groom. That was us.
Thank you for listening to me. I will now pass you on to Sue.
Thanks very much. Really good.
Glasses on. It's alright, it's very small, it's not going to be a long anything. It's really to you, Natalie, and this is from me and your dad. Okay? I look at it. Right. Today, our dear daughter, as you walk down the aisle, you've seen all the faces wearing a smile. But as we remember those young, tender years, our smiles will conceal a few hidden tears. It isn't through sadness, our emotions in the world, as we're both thinking back at our little girl. And now you have grown up and made us so proud as you smile for the camera and the rest of the crowd. Remember, dear Natalie, as you become a new wife, you're still very much part of our life. We're not losing a daughter, we're gaining a son. Your new lives as husband and wife has now just begun. So be blissfully happy and enjoy your special day. Have a wonderful marriage is what we wish for you today. Oh, sorry. And now the bride. Was it too quick?
Okay, well, thanks for all the speeches, they were really lovely. I've got my tissue there, so it's been... well, I've always been fascinated with love. I'm kind of a hopeless romantic, some may say. I was always watching romance films and wishing that the happy endings in the film could happen to me whilst scoffing chocolate and crying into my large Sensations crisp packet. Thanks, Mike. It's funny because even when I was at university, love became a huge part of my degree too. I know Amy will know about our loving Greek literature lectures, whilst we pored over the poems of a lesbian Sappho and studied Achilles falling in love at first sight with Penthesilea as he speared her to death, who said romance was dead. However, there was one piece of literature from my final year that still clings to me today, and that is a speech from Plato's Symposium. Now, I warn you, there are a lot more strange names to come, but it does have relevance, I promise. In the symposium, all the gentlemen are talking about their ideas of love and what it means to them, whilst getting merrily sloshed at the same time. A bit like us now. Aristophanes' speech talks about the children of the moon, and that once upon a time, men and women were joined as one, with 2 heads, 4 arms and 4 legs, and that together they were strong. So strong the gods feared them, so they split them apart. He says in the speech, we must praise the god love, who is our greatest benefactor, both leading us in this life back to our own nature and giving us high hopes for the future. But he promises that if we are pious, he will restore us to our original state and heal us and make us happy and blessed. Now, Aristophanes believed that it is man's nature to want to find and be with a person that is the other half of themselves, their soulmates, and that I know to be true. When I met Alex, I knew from the first moment I laid eyes on him that he was the person that I'd been waiting for, the person that made me feel happy, whole and blessed. Now, seeing as I've got to follow on from Mum, I did have a poem that I wrote a while ago. Here goes. It has been 2 years, 7 months and 26 days since we first met, and not a moment of our life together do I ever regret. We've had our fair share of arguments and we've screamed till we're blue in the face, but we're always able to come back together again, even if you've needed some space. I know I'm not always easy, Lord knows my thanks do too, but you've always stuck right by me and said the right things to pull me through. It was fate that we met, on Match.com no less, as Alex sent reams of emails hoping to impress. Actually, I made the first move to email him that day, and if I had not, this love story would have ended a very different way. Alex had decided to cancel Match and to stop looking for romance, but something had intervened and given me a chance. You may not believe, but I know it to be true, that love at first sight may happen to a few. I looked in his eyes and I knew it right then. A love like this wouldn't happen to me again. And yes, I know it's soppy and you're all throwing up inside, but standing next to this man today has maybe given me so much pride. He is my soulmate, my Superman, the one I waited for, the man I have vowed to cherish, honour and adore. Life's not always been easy, and a lot has changed. Paths and destinies have been altered, and your life rearranged. The death of your father was a terrible ordeal, as we stood there embracing, not feeling it was real. I'm glad I could be there for you to support you at this time. Losing your father before our wedding day was such a wicked crime. And although such thoughts of him will bring a tear to your eye, he's watching over you now. Death was not his final goodbye. He was so proud of the man you have become, looking after your home and wife, his now fully grown-up son. And although down this path of life, it won't be a bed of roses, another door will surely open where one previously closes. So raise your glasses to Alex Carr, my rock, my soulmate, my best friend. And raise your glasses to my mom and dad for helping us out from beginning to end. Their efforts should not go unsung, their help never taken for granted. The seed of how to be a good wife was by my mother strongly planted. My mother has been my inspiration. She is strong and loyal and golden-hearted. Her help and generosity have known no bounds since we parted. My dad is one in a million, and although we don't see eye to eye, he's the one who taught me to spread my wings and fly. Have ambition, strive to achieve. Well, Dad, how did I do? I've always been proud of your achievements, and I hope you're proud of me too. Thank you so much, my family and friends, for joining us and sharing our day. I hope the happiness and love we all feel right now will in your hearts forever stay.
Yeah.
And we have some gifts to give out, obviously to say thank you to some of the special people that have really worked so hard to make this day special for us, helps along the way. So Alex, do you want to think about so like Hannah's Everdean, Chariot. Okay. Yeah, if I tell you the names, you put them out. So first of all, obviously a big thank you to my mum and dad, who have been absolutely fantastic and been able to find the right present, so get with us.
Mine's the biggest one, Alex. That's what I've heard. I do apologise. There's a toss between that older brother and the younger brother. You know what I mean?
You, my dad, it's a little token. And there's also one for you, Dad, as well. How can we get the father of the bride?
Correct.
And his special job, so there you are.
What is it? A paintbrush?
It's a drill.
And obviously we have our 3 beautiful bridesmaids who, Alex keeps saying how beautiful I look today. Trust me, before Roxanne worked her magic, it was a bit hit and miss. So our beautiful bridesmaids. Just a little token to remind you of that. Thank you. Okay, next, I think we're on the top table. Philip? I don't know, should we still give him the present after that speech?
I can't see his name.
Oh. Yes, thank you very much, Philip, for that rather enlightening speech. And just a little token of our gratitude.
It'll make sense when you open it.
Yes. Okay. Next we have Michael Carr for being a fantastic usher today.
Let Mike give a speech, Alex.
Go on, Mike, you want to say something?
Come on, Mike, stand at the table. As you're told. Shut up all night.
Come on then, all coming out now.
You need that later.
Order.
That's the order.
Well,
I don't know what.
Sit down, Mike.
it's difficult to make a speech, being as I hadn't actually envisaged saying anything, but it's strange for me because although I'm Alex's brother, we didn't actually live together really until the last few months. So I didn't really get to sort of hear any of Alex's sort of misdemeanours or dirty laundry or whatever, which is good.
Yeah.
But I do know he has a heart of gold. And he loves you to bits, Natalie. which is a main thing. So I just wish you the best, you know, and I can't say any more than that.
Get a room.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Share around then.
Share it.
Next we have the resident videographer. Mark.
I can't leave my post.
Mark, say a speech.
You've always got something to say.
Say a few words, love.
Thank you for coming. That's it, really.
That's it.
That's it. I'm not looking at
Next of all,
Thank you.
obviously Mark and Claire, they come as a pair. We
Yeah,
couldn't
tell me
leave
about it.
Claire out of this because she has been so amazing.
Yeah, she is
And together, their contribution to our wedding, it's just been such a big help, and it couldn't go unsold. So you've got some special little gifts. So Claire, if you'd like to come this time.
Speech! Speech!
Come on, Claire, do speak. You know you want it.
Some non-slip shoes in there.
Mark, it's a box of sandwiches.
No, well, Princess Mark didn't say, but I just want to say I'm so happy for you both today, and I just wish you all the best in the world, and I'm just glad that we shared your journey with you, and we will continue to do so. So have an awesome party tonight, guys.
And seeing as the boys are there, we've also got our beautiful page boys. Little munchkins, we've got something for you.
I'll take that, you go.
Just be careful, they are breakable, just to warn you.
And Luca, you can't eat it. You can't eat it.
She's close.
Well, she's doing it down the front.
Thank you.
Speech!
Hold it
Hold it properly. Good boy. Good boy.
To our beautiful singer, who's been fantastic today and really set the tone of the wedding perfectly. So, Helen.
Okay, Alex, okay.
And yeah, that's it. As you were.
I've won a prize here on the raffle.
Yeah, that's true.
Forget that.
Oh, yes.
Forget that.
Thank you for reminding me, Michael.
Yes, very good.
Some of them it took longer to read than others. I will say. But yes.
Yeah, but we've won, haven't we? No.
It was close.
Was it
Up
close?
until when I first had
Ours?
yours, it was the
You
best.
thought
It was
nobody's
the
going
only
to
one
beat
I
that
had.
one.
And the first prize is coconut chocolate. Okay, we've already had that.
Well, so obviously, this is how it should look. You know, a couple of pages, and I won't mention any names of who's tut middle table. But for sure.
School teacher, isn't she? You can tell.
Tell her that.
Lots of red prizes.
After reading through this table's entry, not only was it, you know, correct in what it was saying, it did actually happen similar to this, it also made me kind of laugh my head off as well, which is kind of what we wanted, because it is a funny story. I won't tell you it just yet, but they will get the, you've got a nice envelope that tells you exactly what happened in that story. So you will get to find out what happened. But Solihull, first place. The fact that they used what they had on their table, their raffle answers. They used them within the I'll read it out. Sing it.
No, don't.
Okay.
And it's spelled properly.
It goes summertime in Wolverhampton 2013. In Debenhams, it's on the place cards. If I do this, it's on the place card thing. Hairdressing section. Ed Sheeran was the hairdresser, and Alex just asked for a bit of a tidy-up. He was off to a christening, and he was to be godfather, which is true. He was off to a christening to be godfather. All was going well with Alex, until Alex looked in the mirror. Oh my God, it was a complete and utter disaster, darling. And it was. The difference is, he asked for it. Alex reluctantly returned home to Russell. That's another one of their answers. And he went crazy. I'm not going to the christening with you looking like that. Huge argument ensued. Eventually, Thor from the Marvel comic came to the rescue and saved the day. He called Tony and Guy, and their director came over and restarred Alex's hair. Eventually, Russell agreed to accompany Alex to the christening. Alex's hairstyle said, "We will rock you, baby." On the way to the christening, they stopped off to see the Lego movie, whilst taking part in the annual summer holiday by praise. Thank you, Lord. Thank the Lord for Tony and Guy. He saved Alex from being known as the hairy godfather.
Come on.
You did come first,
Speech!
Yeah, that's always Susan's family. Always Susan's family. We don't
The kings and queens of the realm were fantastic. And obviously,
Also, one.
and obviously, in first place.
Oh, right.
And
You've got your dress, Anna.
so that's all for you.
Here we have
Thank you very much for taking
Don't break it.
part.
No, not yet.
And the last table.
In second place, I won't read it out
Noisy.
because it's so long. There's many different versions of the story. I can tell you the bit that was actually, the bit that was accurate was the bit about mistakenly putting the hair remover cream and unfortunately causing an unpleasant reaction. Yes, ice pack and what was it? Yeah, tramadol, yeah, for that reaction. So well done, Tenerife. If you'd like to come and play your part.
Don't give her no chocolate, Natalie. Don't give her no chocolate. Don't give her chocolate.
Make sure it's not alcoholic.
Special award. Well done.
Speech.
In third place, Venice table. Do you like to come in?
Hello, Russell. Hello, Russell.
Might give you a bit more material next time. What did you say?
You order the rest of
That just leaves the Beanie Prize. Tables. Is it London
London, Table London. It's the We'll Call You prize because, well, we could do better, couldn't we, guys? So if you'd like to come and get your stress free, so you can get your frustrations out and not quite good.
Could do well.
Could you bring it down a bit?
Could do well.
So welcome, guys. Thanks for taking part.
See, that was lovely.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your hand through my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. And baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious He's good at tiding away. He makes your heart drinks and takes away all your stress. Let the song play on. No need to get yourself in such a mess. It's funny how a wedding makes everything seem small, but the vows that I have made to you, I won't break them at all. It's time to see what married life can be. Do the testo shop and cook your tea. Put the housework and washing up this up. Let it go, let it go. It's almost okay. Let it go, let it go. Please for goodness sake, you need to sing, even though it's your thing. Let the song play on. Tower building. My wedding worries are now somewhere in the past. I'm wondering how much time the calm before the storm will last. The arguments you'll have about who cleans the past. It doesn't matter now, you're off to get a turn. Let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go. When you're drunk, I'll look after you. Enjoy your day. You had it all your way. Let the song play on. But sin has never bothered me anyway.
Alex, yeah. Speech!
Go, Alex.
Speech!
Oh, bless you.
God bless.
What can I do?
Suspicious minds are talking and trying to turn us apart. They don't believe in this love of mine. Ain't no one loving.
Oh, the shirt's going, ladies, the shirt's going.
They don't know what love is. They don't know what love is. I know what love is.
That saves Natalie a job later.
Suspicious mind are talking. They're trying to tear us apart.
Someone's just told me I've got a cut. Do we want those trousers down, ladies? Let me hear you scream! Come on, gents. Oh, they're going. Alex, you're so still on. What's going on? All the pants are going, hang on a minute. You can leave. Put your hands together then for giving a big sport, everybody. So give him a big round of applause then. I was asked for this earlier on by a young lady.
Somebody, yeah. I'd rather be. So get in the car, you can ride it wherever you want. Get inside it, and you wanna steer. I'm shifting gears, I'll take it from here. Oh yeah, yeah, and it goes like this. Tell me about the time I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you. That move like Jagger, I got that move like Jagger. I got that move like Jagger.
You wanna know how to make me smile? Take control, hold me just for the night. But if I share my secret, you're gonna have to keep it. Nobody else can see it.
Goes like this. Tell me about the time I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you. The moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves.
I want you to let me like I'm a hot guy. Be thinking of me tonight. So boy, forget about the world, 'cause it's gonna be me and you tonight. Get your mind, you can jump on, get on me. Getting you out, baby. Show your stuff, let it be. I'm telling you, so why you mind? I'm going to be you're up,
Right, this next one's especially for Natalie.
Who? Who's she?
And Alex. It was #1 for 4 weeks when they got together.
Like when you said you felt so happy.